boys, it's been nearly a month now since the last top 10 wide receiver list, and this one had to get updated. We've been getting zero chill cards, ghost cards. Obviously, we've gotten some cover athletes as well. This one needs to be updated badly. But if you enjoy top 10s, I do them on every position. I also do gameplays on all the brand new cards. Most of these cards you'll see in this video, I've probably done a gameplay on. So make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you never miss a video. But other than that, man, let's get right into number 10. If you are looking for cheap, fast Madden coins to build that God Squad you always wanted, head over to my sponsor, EasyMut, and use code CHEW for 5% off your order. The link is in the description. Starting off the list at number 10, we have a card that I think a lot of people have just kind of negated or forgot about. I will say, it's Julio Jones. We all know it's Julio Jones, but he doesn't feel the same. He doesn't have, like, that Julio aura every time he comes out in Madden. I mean, he got a set card. He didn't really get any crazy abilities, and he's wearing an ugly number, not being his normal 11. But at the end of the day, he's still a good card. He is 6'3". 93 speed is decent. I will say he's actually, I think, the only player that is 93 speed and below on this list. So he is technically the slowest. But out of all the guys that are 93 speed or 92 speed, he is like a good height balance of them all. So I will take him. He also does get that zero chill. I don't really like the basis list off zero chill theme team, because if I did, it'd be like literally zero chill all top 7, right? But at the end of the day, Julio is still a good card, and he has that availability if you need it. Number 9, we got Jordan Addison, and now we're kicking it up a little bit. We are a little bit shorter right here at 5'11", but we are up to 94 speed. I do feel like I value speed a lot more this year than I have in like past 2 Maddens, because obviously the high ball is still good. Like, you still need it at times, but it's not broken in pass where you can just ag and throw anything to your 6'8", 6'7", whatever it is wide receiver. We're really at like that 6'4", 6'5" range anyway, so nothing crazy out there in the game. But Jordan Addison is a good receiver, good 90 plus in every stat. So is Julio, but you'll see, like I said, I do value the speed. He also does come with a 0 AP deep elite or unstoppable route tech. They're both 0 AP. I will say Deep Elite is not really a good ability, as you guys know. It kind of, it's just whatever. I mean, KO's literally counter into the dirt, so I wouldn't like that. You can get Route Tech Unstoppable as well, and you also get third down threat that starts on for 0 AP, which I haven't really touched this too much. I wonder if it really does anything to KOs, because I know this ability does absolutely nothing to KOs, but we'll see, I guess. I mean, it's better than nothing. 0 AP abilities on top of being faster than Julio. I'll lean him every day. Number 8, we got Stefan Diggs, and Stefan Diggs is a dog, man. 6 foot, obviously not the tallest guy in the world, but he is a little bit taller than our guy Addison right there. He is basically Addison, but +1 in height. I guess if you really do kind of like find those 0 APs a lot more valuable, you could go him over. But at the end of the day, like I said, none of those abilities are really ground moving at the end of the day, or game breaking, whatever you want to call it. Jordan Addison, 0 APs. Wide receiver abilities in general, unless you're getting Yak him up for free, or you're getting anything like, I don't know, I guess double me for free, which is also a very mid ability. I guess that would move me, but the abilities he got really isn't moving me over the +1 height with Stefan Diggs when they both have the same stats and both are the same speed, right? Both get 0 chill too. Stefan Diggs is a good card. I really wouldn't mind going Addison, though. If you wanted to switch them, I wouldn't mind it. Number 7, we have probably one of the most overvalued card in the game. He is 1.4. Obviously, that offer came out yesterday, but Odell Beckham Jr., I would have loved to see 95 speed. I mean, he literally just came out this weekend. We were getting 95 speed wide receivers all out. I mean, we got Randy Moss, Deion Sanders, Tyreek Hill, Darius Hayward, Bay, and then Odell comes out last of all of those guys, and then they slap him with 94 speed. I don't know if that's because they were trying to nerf him because he got this ability. He has double me on all game, as you guys know, but on a 5'10" wide receiver, while also being a little bit slower than literally every DB in the game, it is a little bit hard to activate that. You got to remember, on defense, it's all NBA players. You got 6'8" Julius Peppers, 6 foot, or whatever he is, 6'7". You have 6'8" Carmichael. You got Calvin Johnson, Randy Moss, literally every DB in the game. Josh Allen's running around as well. You have all tall players on defense, and you have a 5'11" guy you're just chucking high balls to with a double me. I don't really think that's worth it, especially being 3 AP with that quarterback ability. So his one big beneficial thing kind of gets ripped away, but I still do like his 0 APs. He does get unstoppable double me if you wanted to use that for free and activate it, but he does get third down threat and also red zone threat that also both of these do end up starting on. I don't know, man. I think Odell should have been faster, especially for the price he was going for and also still going for after the offer. Come on, man. I don't know. I know people are going to hate this because it's Odell and people will die for the name Odell, but this card, if you put the name aside and you put your fandom aside, and that ability is just not what it was, especially on a 5'11" player, boys. This card is not worth the price, but he's still a top 10 receiver. Like, it's like I'm trying to not trying to talk him down, but I'm like, I feel like people have this card as like a top 3 receiver in the game. I'm trying to talk him down like where he is technically on my list. At number 6, we have another cover athlete, and this will show you. I mean, literally Larry Fitzgerald and Odell Beckham Jr. on their LTD cards, their main cards, are the same exact speed. That has to tell you all I have to feel about Odell Beckham's card. They cheated him. He's short. He's considerably slow to other people as overall and LTD wise. But at the end of the day, Larry Fitz, 94 speed, 6'3". He's obviously a much bigger receiver out there. Great stats, too. I mean, 90 plus, they both had great stats. I do like Larry Fitz as well because he also does get 0 AP route tech, which is not bad. I think, like, out of these, like, really, like I said with Addison, I don't value these abilities at all. I feel like wide receiver abilities are an absolute joke this year. I think route tech is kind of a joke because it's a zone meta, but I don't know. And also, he does have the built-in rack him up, which I guess is okay. It's still, I like an ability. You just don't want to use 3 AP on an ability. Unless you're using Andrew Luck, you can't even afford 3 AP on your stack anyway. So, I don't know. Larry Fitz is cool, but like I said, I feel like these top tier wide receivers just feel so much different than the rest of the guys. Now we move into our top 5, and we have an interesting card here. Montez Sweat at number 5, 94 speed, just like our 2 we just showed you. He is 6'6", 260 pounds. So yes, he is the tallest wide receiver in this list. I will say there's kind of a negative to him being that big though. As you guys know, the juking animation is the best thing in Madden by far this year in the open field to get big plays after the catch. Montez Sweat is the only card on this list that can't juke. You have to be 246 pounds and under to do it. He is 260. He can still jurtle, though, which I guess is still cool on a 6'6" player. You can get across the field pretty fast. But at the end of the day, nothing crazy is really moving Montez Sweat a lot higher. Like I said, I do value speed and more, and also after the catch ability than I do like height like I have in past years. He doesn't really get anything crazy here. Route tech and also double me, which I will say double me can be glitchy on a 6'6" player. I like that a lot more than I do on 5'11" Odell, for example. But at the end of the day, nothing really crazy ability-wise on wide receivers. You're just really running the 0 AP X factors. Montez Sweat is cool. I like these next 4 guys a little bit more, man. Number 4, we got Tyreek Hill, and Tyreek Hill was the number 1 wide receiver in the game there for a good 2 weeks, and then they started spamming us with 95 speed players. As you guys know, every single time Tyreek comes out, there's one thing that is valuable about him. He is the most fast wide receiver in the game, or the fastest player in the game, every single time he drops, right? I think we only had 93 speed players when they dropped him, so he was by far the best wide receiver. He's still top 5, though. I do value speed a lot, and they also made him insane. 90 plus in all the catching. All of his route running is really good as well. I feel like Tyreek Hill, although he is short, he is another one of those guys where I feel like he plays like a lot bigger than 5'9", because 5'9" is absolutely tiny compared to even like 5'11", right? But at the end of the day, he still has speed. I still value speed out there in the game. No crazy 0 APs, I believe. Yeah, no 0 APs on him, even though he was an LTD. No good discounted abilities besides slot. Actually, I don't know why I said that. He is actually, I think, there's only 2 players, I believe, in the game that gets 1 AP slot apprentice. Or no, it's 3. It's Chris Godwin, Tyreek Hill, and Rashee Rice. So Tyreek Hill has a lot of value right there, especially that being on one of the top 5 wide receivers in the game. Yeah, definitely a valuable card in the game here. At number 3, we have Darius Hayward Bay. And like I said, if you're running Zero Chill Theme Team, these cards are probably like your top 3 in the game, right? I don't base these videos off Zero Chill Theme Team. That is unfair of me. I can't do that. I just can't do it, boys. I can't do it. It's not fair. But Darius Hayward Bay, even on a non-Zero Chill Theme Team, I still do have him as top 3. You will notice right away, I know you guys are probably screaming. He has 82 catch of traffic. He has 83 spec, 87 catching. As you guys know, I was worried about that too when they first showed this card. If you go watch my reaction video when these ghosts came out, I was worried about that. But then again, my silly self forgot. Yes, we still have gift wrapped in the game. That makes every single player have 99 catching, basically. They never dropped the ball. Darius Hayward Bay has been on my team since the second he's dropped, and I have not noticed anything bad from him. And I know a lot of people I've asked around as well. Nobody has had significant drops from him compared to other wide receivers in the game. He obviously is really fast. He is also 6'2", being 95 speed, top end speed at the wide receiver, literally the tied for the fastest in the game. Darius Hayward Bay's got to be here. And also, like I said, I don't think any crazy discounts on him. 1 AP outside apprentice, I guess human joystick, if you want that, probably a wasted ability, but still cool to see Darius Hayward Bay get a top card, man. It's definitely, it's cool to see guys like him back in the game. Number 2, we got big ol' Randy. And like I said, if you're running Zero Chill Theme Team, you're probably not using Randy Moss, right? Like, all your cards are faster, but like, I just want to keep explaining because I know a lot of people are going to be talking about, oh, I run Zero Chill, so like Stefan Diggs is better than Randy Moss or whatever. You guys know how it goes. I base these lists off of non-zero chill theme teams or non-theme teams altogether. And if you're basing it off non-theme teams, I think Randy Moss is 1A, 1B. You can switch number 1. You can switch number 2. No matter how you want to put it, he is top 2 when you look at non-theme team base. He is insane, though. 93 plus in all the catching, even has a 94 to 96 there. All the route running is insane. He's obviously tied for the fastest card in the game and also is 6'4". The tallest guy on this list that is 95 speed, which we would love to see. But if you come over here, no crazy abilities once again. I mean, they're all 3 and 2 AP. You are not using a single one of these. These are absolutely just, you do not want to see these in the game right now. But I think he also doesn't get any, this is another reason why I didn't have him at number 1 compared to our number 1 guy. He didn't get a single good ability. Literally no ability on him is usable. I mean, that is too much AP on a wide receiver, especially with how bad wide receiver abilities are this year. But still, at the end of the day, base Randy Moss is still a top 3 wide receiver in the game, no matter how you want to put it. At number 1, I'm going to lean wide receiver Deion Sanders. This card is elite right now. Obviously, he is a little bit shorter than Randy. He is shorter than Darius Hayward Bay, but he is still the same statistically, right? 95 speed, 90 plus in all the major stats. As long as you're 90 plus, you're really, really fine at the end of the day. You guys know Deion, though, built-in 0 AP. It's hard to really, kind of value this as a wide receiver. Return man is cool to have, but like I said, that's not why we're here. That is not why we're here. We are here for the 0 APs as well. He does get Yak 'em up that starts on. You don't got to activate it like every other wide receiver ability in this game that we've saw yet on this top 10. He starts on for 10 downs, which is, I will say, I don't really value Yak 'em up too much, but if it starts on and you get it for free, you can literally take one little post route to the crib, breaking 1 tackle or anything like that, and also return man. So you have an X Factor start on. You have also an ability on all game for 0 AP for both of them combined. That is absolutely insane. I will say his 1 AP abilities kind of do stink. I don't think he gets a single apprentice for 1 AP, which really does suck. But at the end of the day, I think Deion, with the ability discount, with the X Factor discount, I think he is number 1. But like I said, I think him and Randy, 1A, 1B. You can go with however way you want to go with those two. Boys, hope you guys enjoyed the video, man. Make sure to comment down below which wide receivers are you rocking right now. I am in that 0 chill theme team, as I think most of you guys are. So a lot of these guys like Deion, we got Tyreek Hill, Darius Hayward Bay, all those guys are rocking on the squad right now. I appreciate y'all watching the video to the end. We got some gameplays on the final 0 chill coming out tomorrow, so make sure you guys are tuned for that, and I'll see you guys there. Peace out, boys.